manual, which is exciting. So we're going to be using that today to essentially do some encounter building. You might be able to hear the dogs snoring. They are both asleep right on the other side of the desk. I'm going to pop some gum in and we're going to get into it. Hope you enjoyed the stormy sounds as well. It's actually an actual, like it's not an actual storm, but there's rainfall outside. So, I've just realised I don't have my timer up. I like to have my timer. So if you don't know what this sort of video type is about, what we do, I started doing this with just one, but I'm going to do it with two again today, which is why can't I add a timer on here? Oh, down there. 4 minutes. I'll save that. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is, I'll have 4 minutes. I'm gonna take two random page numbers. I've already put the numbers into a generator, and then roll that to see which numbers we get, and then we have to build an encounter with the monsters from those pages. So to kick things off, assuming this wants to work. Wow, really wants to be a pain in the arse. Okay, so we're going to take two numbers. The first number is going to be 183. So the first monster in our encounter is going to be 183. I guess I have to do it this way. 183 will be knights. If you want to see that up close. So we've got the questing knight and a normal knight. I think I'll choose between the two of them at one point. And then the second number is 258. So we have knight and 258 will be okay. The Rema has, I've got an idea in mind of something here. So the idea of this is just to build a type of encounter. It could be a random encounter, it could be like part of a quest, but ultimately it's about designing a fight of some kind. So now that I've got them, my goal is within 4 minutes to design and write an encounter, and then we take it from there, and I'll describe what the encounter is. So before I get any further, I'm just going to take some little bookmark things, which are just like little stickers of Marvel comic things. Oh, 183. So I can mark them down. The last thing I'm going to do is just double check the 183 is not knights. I'm wrong. Whoops. That's going to be crazy because that's just changed the entire concept here. It's actually Kenku, which are the raven humanoids. I guess they're actually monstrosities apparently. So I'm going to be making notes in my notebook here. Got the Kenku. And I guess that's going to be it. So we're going to start the timer up, and I've got to try and design an encounter of some kind. So here we go, 4 minutes starting now. And it might not be very good, but this is just an exercise. Okay. Alright, so I might go quiet here as I try to design this. Because this is going to be interesting. So okay. Okay guys, well, I've made the encounter. It's not very good. I struggled with this one, I can't lie. So this is what I've got, a few lines here. So this is an encounter between, or combining, both Kenku and Remahaz. Now this could either be a random encounter, in which case the party just stumble upon a Kenku hunt out in the open. Maybe they've been chased away from the lair, so if this would be set in a tundra, or somewhere cold, snowy, and the party there are two options here. The first one is that if the party have no connection to any kind of like Remahaz cave or anything, they're just journeying, and suddenly they kind of see like all these Kenku like running away, and a Remahaz like chasing after them, which potentially puts them in a position where they can either help or just watch this Remahaz slowly hunt down each of these Kenku. That's option one. And then obviously, like in that instance, the party choose to get involved or not. The Kenku might be glad and offer some of the trinkets they have found and collected over time as thanks before running away. Otherwise, the Remahaz will just like hunt them and then disappear. It takes no interest in the party, so the party is kind of more of a moral choice. The second option here is if the party are potentially going to be going and doing a quest. So let's say the party have been quested with finding a Remahaz egg, which is very expensive and worth a decent sum of money. So they're looking to go and take an egg from one of the from like a nest nearby. So they venture into the tundra, find this cave. As they getting close, they can hear like distant sounds of like Remahaz babies calling in the distance. Now they could investigate that, or they might not. Ultimately, that's kind of like out of the purview of what I'm trying to kind of describe here. Now those sounds are actually the Kenku mimicking the calls of baby Remahaz to get the parent away. The parent leaves, the Kenku move in because the Kenku have a goal. They have been promised that if they can get an egg and give it to this individual, whoever that might be, they will give them secret information about curing the curse on Kenku. Because Kenku are always looking to like get the curse lifted on them, which basically enables them to only speak through mimicry and the inability to fly. So that's what they believe. They're there to do that. The party rock up and there's one egg, and you know the Kenku are looking like, we need this. The party are like, well, we're here to get this. And there might be a negotiation there. It might turn into a combat. Regardless of what happens there, the Remahaz returns, and it's either going to be a three-way fight with the Kenku fighting the players and the Remahaz and vice versa on all sides, or the Kenku will have teamed up with the players to fight the Remahaz, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But again, that's sort of like the purview of the GM to decide on that. So the encounter itself could go in very different ways, but the exciting example here is in the form of a quest, which is the players are being sent to go and find the egg. The Remahaz comes and the Kenku are also trying to get the same singular egg, and then the Remahaz returns, and that adds a dynamic in there. So that is the encounter building there. I'm going to do another one, I think, because I'm enjoying these. So we're going to do another one. And that will be 243, which gives us 243. So yeah, interesting. That is going to be a pit fiend, which is this thing here, a high level demon. Sorry, devil. level. Okay, and the next one is going to be. This is really a random generator. I guess it is because otherwise. Anyway, 237, which is the type of performer. Got performer stat blocks. The cool thing about the way this monster manual is laid out, it means that when I do this and the random light generator, I'm more likely to get more humanoid creatures. So we've got a pet fiend plus performer. Interesting. Alright. That's going to be our layout, so we're going to go and start the timer now. I'm going to try and stop it before it hits the time, but maybe what I'll do is turn the desktop audio off before then. So here we go. 4 minutes starting now. Okay. ones I'm actually usually feeling good about them, but damn this one. Anyway, so this is my idea. So it is an adventure for like tier 3 adventurers. So that's sort of like level 10 to 15, or level 11 to 15, I suppose. So in short, this adventure, rather than just being a standard combat encounter, this is much more like a political or intrigue-based encounter. So the players find themselves at a sort of celebration, a festive celebration, a party, if you will, a gala, perhaps, that is being led by a pit fiend, one of Zariel's generals in Avernus. And this pit fiend has just won a mighty battle in the Blood War, and as such is hosting a grand celebration to declare his victory. However, a number of other pit fiends and fiendish generals look upon this warlord with jealousy, and this pit fiend in question, the leader, the general, is paranoid, and probably justifiably so. He actually hires the party members to investigate with a sizable sum of money to look into who is trying to kill the fiend. He knows that he can't trust other devils, because why would you? So he believes that one of the other generals is looking to assassinate him. So he hires the players to come to the gala and investigate. As it turns out, the suspicion is correct, and the troupe of performers have been hired to execute him. These kind of tiefling performers, perhaps, just to kind of keep it fiendish, or whatever you would kind of want them to be. These performers are a thespian troupe who plan on putting a play on later on in the evening, and during the performance there is a moment where there is a gunshot sort of sound, and during this time there's a plan of some kind to assassinate the pit fiend within that moment, however it might be. Perhaps they know a weakness or something. Irregardless, that's finer details that we don't have. We had 4 minutes to prep it. So within this, the players hopefully will find this out. This is more of a quest than an encounter, but there we go. The actual encounter itself is like everyone is like sat around watching this performance, the pit fiend kind of clapping, and the performers, and maybe it's the last moment the players find this out, kind of get on stage beforehand, and a grand battle ensues between the performers, which use obviously the stat blocks in there, led by the kind of head of the troupe, that fight them on stage and kind of charm various fiends within the audience to join the fray, and suddenly you've got a bunch of devils involved as well. And it would be even more interesting if the troupe learned the pit fiend's name and kind of says it as part of the performance, which kind of seizes them up. They can't move because suddenly their real name has been spoken, or something like that, something dramatic. And I guess that's the encounter. So it's kind of like a devilish theatre performance, I guess is kind of what the encounter kind of gets summed up as. But there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed some of these. If you have any particular monsters you'd like me to try and like throw together an encounter of, or you enjoyed just the randomness and want to see more of these videos, make sure to comment below. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, press that bell icon, and check out the videos on the side of the screen. And if you want more of these type of videos, I do have like obviously the playlists on my channel, and the Encounter Building videos. I don't know if there's its own playlist, but there's definitely like a D&D playlist if you want to check that out. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you in the next one.